Well, welcome to Pastime Car Restorers. In this video I'm going to show you how I started doing the inner sill on the near side. First of all, I didn't think it was that rusty. I know the outer sill was actually just hanging off, but it seemed okay, but more and more I got into it, more and more rust I got. As you can see, I've actually started it here. I'm actually doing it slightly different this side. The other side I sort of patched the inner sill up. I know you can buy a whole inner sill and just weld it on, but for some reason I didn't want to do that. So this time what I did, I actually bought a couple of sheets of 1.5mm steel, which you can't really see it, it's under here, but it'll be in the video. And I'm actually going to do it in sections, rather than doing taking the whole side out. I'm just going to do probably about, I don't know, about 500mm at a time, then weld it in and see how we go from there, because it'd probably be quicker doing it this way, because when I did it last time I'd done so many patches and so many cut pieces out and weld them back in, it just takes forever and a day. So this time I'm just going to do it in big sheets, and they'll be stronger anyway, but I will try, I don't know, I've got a bit of ice in the car. I was going to try a bit of sill on there, show you. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like it, please subscribe and like, actually leave a comment, or whether it's sort of positive or negative, or what I'm actually after really, is anybody's got any sort of bodywork tips, you know, when I start doing the filling and rubbing down. I really appreciate it, because I've started doing a little bit on the back, and it's come out okay, but when I put a bit, I thought it was quite good until I put a bit of primer on it and it wasn't that good. So any tips we gratefully received. Well, thanks for watching, hope you enjoy the video. Right, I'm going to make a repair for this piece here. I should have shown you before, I'll show you afterwards, but when I did the other side, I made a bit of cardboard template. This time I'm going to try a different approach. Well, that's a template, sort of. What I will do is make it longer. I'll make it, let's say, up to about there. Well, I've got it all tacked in the moment. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fully weld this seam here, and then I can take it back off. Well, that's all welded. I won't touch it because it's a bit hot. I'm going to let it cool down, and I'm going to take it off and grind it all up and put it back on again. This part of the sill there, I might as well take it. Well, I might as well take all the sill. There's nothing under there. There's a bit of a chicken wire down there. I just left it on there because I just wanted to just give it a rough idea of where this is going to go. So I think just let it cool. Yeah, it's still in it. Clean it up, put it back on there and cut it in there. Just cut it down there, cut it down there and around there and push it right into it so it fits nicely. Right, I've cut all the tacks off. That come away quite nicely. The actual penetration, the back's really good, look. Might have to re-weld that. Anyway, that's that piece. The bit I was going to show you is around the back here. Don't you see it or not? Put a torch on it, this might be able to see it. Oh, a big hole. Actually quite big as well, isn't it? I'm not going to do that. Well, it looks like the inner sill a bit fell off. There's no more. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut just down there to start off with. Just take this bit of inner sill out, weld a new piece back in. Once I get back up to there, maybe I can do this corner bit as well. Well, yeah, I did get a bit carried away. I had to sort of cut a few more pieces out. This piece here, I wanted to cut out anyway because it's a bit rusty. See how rusty it is on the back. I've cut sort of down here a bit. The reason I cut it, because it wasn't actually not really doing anything. There's no strength in it whatsoever. So I thought, what I'll do, I'm going to cut this little piece out up here as well. Down there. Simple reason, I need to get to the top of this piece here so I can weld another plate on it. But also that's actually rusty, because I can't really see it in the back there, but There's some like undersealy stuff starts about here, but it's all worn out up to there. So I'm just going to cut down there. I'm going to leave this edge here at the moment, because that's my edge for my patch, which is down here on the floor. Which that sort of goes something like that. So these jobs sort of get worse before they get better, don't they? So right, so I'll cut this piece out here, then I'm going to have a go at cutting this out somehow. Right, I just finished welding all this piece. There's quite a few sections in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 6 pieces on that. Yeah, I know I could have brought a piece that goes in there, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make my own. So this is all welded and sort of roughly ground up. I'm not going to grind it up anymore. Well, I might do that a little bit there. I missed that bit. That's all ground. Right, I've done a little piece. You can't really see it in there. I won't touch it because I've just welded it. Little bit in there. It's funny because when I was welding the underside, around sort of back in there, something caught light. I couldn't work out what it was. It's a piece of wood. It's the piece of wood that goes in here for the seat. I didn't know it was wood. Anyway, it's in here somewhere because I took it off. It's in there. Can't be far away. It's in there. Anyway, so that's that bit. And the next bit I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave this. Obviously, this is too long here. This is too long there, but that's okay. But I'm going to take this sill off because it isn't actually doing anything. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll take it off to about, I don't know, about here somewhere. I've got the second piece of plate. Obviously that's the first piece. This is the second bit there now. I've just got this wedged in there at the moment. What I'm going to do, it's actually clamped at the top there. I'm going to grind off here, along there, and take the top edge off. And hopefully that piece of plate I've got in the back there will be flush with that. I'm just going to use this as a thickness. I know it's it's probably about as thick as what that is anyway. But the inside, I'll show you. See the plate just sitting there now. I'm actually going to cut it right across there. And I'm hoping that these pieces of bar I've got is going to hold it in place. I won't actually video because simple reason I don't want to bugger up my camera because all the sparks and that'll be in there. So I should get in there in a minute. And I'm just going to cut it right across there like that. Then obviously on the other side I've just explained, cut that piece there. Then this piece of plate will go right up flush. Well, that's a plan anyway. So let's get cracking in. Right, let's cut all that out. And see right on the edge there. That's where the inner seal was. The actual B pillar hasn't moved. A bit of rust there. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get a bit of clean up. This little piece down there, I don't even remember before, maybe you didn't see it, was quite a big gap, so I've closed that up now. And in the meantime I've actually put a nice big slot up there with the grinder, which is really handy. So I'm glad I never filmed it because it's a right pain in the arse to do it was. So I'm going to show you the rest of it there. I just need to clean all this off a little bit more. That's just a bit of the skin there, clean it off. And then get welding. Now the piece, where's it gone? Oh, it is. I've actually offered it up and I've drilled some holes for some plug welds. I don't think the plug welds can do a lot of good, but I thought I'd do them anyway. So really question, I just clean it up and offer it up and get welding. Well, I'm just about to weld it on and tack it. I've got to put in that little square in there. It's not quite flush at the moment there. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a tack on there first. And then maybe a tack there. Now I can move all the clamps around. But inside it's actually looking really good. Let's see or not. All the gap down there is really nice now. I had to, right in the corner there was a big gap, I just put a grinder in there. I buggered up this bit here, so I'm going to have to sort of re-weld that somehow, but it's the floor, so not the end of the world. That's almost flush, but I will get that flush in a minute. I'll put a clamp on it. All along here, it's good. I'm going to have to sort of weld all in there. I might have to get inside to do that. But I think initially, what I'll do is just get a few tacks and then stand back and give it a good look in it. Well, started off this again, just a little bit of rust, and I started sort of cutting it out. I thought I'd better investigate what it is, and guess what it is? It's the spring hanger. That's the leaf spring there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grind that off, and I'm actually going to support the car because I'm not sure what's holding it up at the moment. But I'm going to cut it out to about here. Well, them bolts are there. Right, so look. I'm just going to cut it back here because obviously there's all rust down there, and put the piece back in again. I'll probably go down and take it along a little bit and weld it. So I'm glad in a way I sort of done that really. I'm not sure what's holding it on. Let's have a quick look underneath. Well, there is a bit that goes right along there actually, holds it up. Yeah, I think it's quite a good idea me doing that really. Oh, there's a bit of welding up there. Finish it off. Funny, you sort of look at a little tiny hole, you think, oh, that'd be alright. Then when you actually look at it properly, you think, maybe it's not. Anyway, let's get it done. Well, I've done all this bit. It doesn't look very pretty. I've got to grind it up a bit. There's a couple of holes there, look. Little hole there. One there. I need to grind it up a little bit. Welding's not fantastic, but it's strong. I thought I'd just do this little piece here, just cut it across here. And then I found another bit up. So I'm going to have to do this little bit here first. Little triangle sort of shapey thing. Right, that's it, all welded up now. Won't touch it because I've just been grinding it. I'm not actually going to clean it up anymore on that because it's going under the carpet anyway. And I'm probably going to put some seam sealer on it. And next bit I'm going to do really is take this, continue this across. I'm probably only going to go up to about here. For the simple reason, I'm probably going to have to end this video here because I'm going to have to take the door off and I'm going to have to take the wing off. And judging by all that rust, it's going to give me some major headaches. Well, I've just cut across here. This top bit actually seems quite solid, which is quite good. This has got the old filler worm inside, look. Alright, just cut all the rest of this out, I think. Well, I've just roughed it out. I've just fitted this little piece in. I've still got quite a bit of fitting, there's a gap there and whatever. It's not too bad. I've got a bit of a, you can't see it, a bit of a bow there on that. I see one, it doesn't really matter because the seal goes there, but I'm going to see if I can straighten it up anyway. You know, well, I've got a third piece lined up, which is obviously that piece there. This piece here, I've ground all the plug welds off, and I've used this. It's only an old spirit level. It doesn't matter if it gets ruined. It's only an old one anyway. A little dent there. But that's all nice and flush there. That's all in line. And obviously there's the old inner seal, and that's the new inner seal. So that's in line, definitely, isn't it? Now we come on the inside. I don't know if I better show you or not. That's better. That edge there is nice and flush. That edge, I've got something to point it with. Yes, I do. That edge down there is flush. Flush all the way up there, all the way down there. So it's got to be right, isn't it? And this is the this bit that I cut off. Obviously, this was the original part, and I've cut it off here. That's a little bit higher, but I'm not worried about that. I can just trim that off. So really, surely that's got to be right, isn't it? Is it? Well, these are all the offcuts, obviously, for all the steel I put into the car so far. There's loads, isn't there? One of them bits I've sheared off. And I actually keep every little bit. Simple reason is this little patch I've got to do now. That was an offcut. And I've actually got to cut into the big sheets. I've got 2 sheets here. But I always try and use what I've got, because even this little bit here, it doesn't look a lot, but I'm sure there's a hole in the car somewhere. More bits. Obviously these little tiny bits I won't be able to use. Well, everything's all tacked in now. This little piece here is tacked. I think that needs a bit of a bashing in. I'm going to re-weld this little bit here, just cut a little hole. So it's actually all in at the moment, all tacked, and it looks nice. Right, under here, what I've done, again, using this old level, which is actually bent anyway, it's not really worth anything. So what I've done, I've actually clamped this bottom edge as much as I can. I'm going to hopefully, with the heat that comes in with the welding, it won't distort too much. So it's actually all where it should be at the moment. That bit there is a bit too high, but I'm going to continue welding. That there needs a bit of a clout in. That's actually inside the sill, so it won't really matter anyway. So I won't bore you with me welding for about 4 hours. So what I'll do is, when I finish welding, I'll come back with you. Where's the hole there I need to throw up as well? That's my plug weld I missed. Yeah, so I won't bore you. So when it's all done, I should come back to you and take some pictures and show you a video of the mess I've made. This part of the inner sill is sort of finished at the moment. I'm waiting to go on to the other part of the mill. So this bit here is all done. You can see it's done in there. Inside, I've actually fully welded it. I put some seam sealing on it, and I got a bit impatient. I put the brush on it again. It sort of made it all go lumpy. So I don't know what's happening there. So I'm just going to let it go off. And down here, and I'll just put some red oxide on it, and that'll protect that. Again, the front's exactly the same. I've gone in the inner sill up to here. I'm not going to go any further with it at the moment, because I've got to try and sort this door out somewhere. I've got to try and get these screws out. But I think the whole thing's going to fall apart. If you look at them, it's all full of rust. So I've been soaking them for a while. So I think the next video will be me sort of taking the door off and taking the wing off, so I can get to it all. Anyway, back to the inner sill. The inner sill is all done. All in there. It's got a bit of a warpage on there. I think that just needs a bit of a bang out. I'll put a straight edge across it. That plug weld there, I need to grind that one off. So that's sort of done up to there. Inside again, all the holes are done. Again, I messed up all the seam sealing, so I brushed it once it's all put on there. So I'm just going to let it all dry again. Like you can see in the video, we've got there's a piece there, there's another piece there, I welded back in. It's only cut a little tiny holes, but I thought I might as well do it while I'm here. And the rest of it's all done, so I'm just waiting for it to dry. I'll do it. Oh, I missed a bit up there, look, in the corner. Yeah, my brush is still okay. You need to do that bit. And the piece down here, I've actually left it. It's all welded, but I've just left it because I know I've got to do this bit somehow. I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet. So that's it. So the bit I'm not looking forward to is this bit here. It's got to be done. So quicker I get it done, quicker I get the car on the road. But the only thing I might do is backtracking a little bit. So I don't really want to do that bit at the moment. So I think it's going to be a nightmare. I've looked underneath the wing, there's a lot of rust under there. I just want to do some standing up bits, so I might just do this little bit here. Bit of a cop out really, isn't it? I might just do that little bit there because it's got a little hole in it. So that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching the video so far. Hopefully you haven't fallen asleep and found it too boring. If you did like my channel, please subscribe, and it'd be great if you could leave some comments. Well, thank you so much for watching. Bye now.